Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. Back to another live stream. Back
100 times?
to another live stream.
200 times?
Back.
500 times?
Who is Jose Arteaga?
Jose Arteaga is a YouTube content creator with several channels focusing on different themes.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Thing sucks.
His main channels include travel vlogs and lifestyle content. On his travel channel, Jose Arteaga Travels.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Additionally, he runs a cooking channel and engages in other personal projects that highlight his diverse interests and expertise. Projects and expertise. Projects and expertise. Project, 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 project,
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. Thank you for your patience today. My apologies, I'm making you guys wait for so long. As again, if you guys were around earlier today on my other channel, you guys already know that at the end of the video, at the end of the live stream, I had some special guests. I had some friends coming over. And because of that, they were, I was entertaining them and I was being distracted by them a little while ago. So my apologies. We were just shooting the shit, as they like to say, as the kids say these days. And yeah, I got a little distracted, and before I knew it, I'm an hour late. So my bad, my apologies. Please don't fire me. Thank you. Bruh. Anyways, so hope you guys are ready to have some fun today. Hope you guys are ready to enjoy the show. Today, we're going to be talking about, well, again, who's going to be running the country, in the next 4 years. Now, I wasn't going to do this video this week. The reality was that, I'm trying to stay away from these topics, but it's almost like a car accident. You can't really look away. It's hard to not, cover these topics, especially since, they're affecting everybody, not just people in the USA, but people all over the world. And, a lot of people are interested in this. And at the end of the day, this is a show that's entertainment. Okay. We're here for comedy purposes, entertainment purposes only. And that's it. And so obviously, after, we just had the last couple days, where, we got everything from Haitians eating cats. By the way, are they making cat tacos? If you spell cat taco backwards, it equals cat taco. So cat taco spelled backwards is cat taco. All right, here, do it. Try doing it. So with that said, everything from the cat tacos, to the actual debate. Everybody thought that Trump was going to win, and then, I wouldn't say Kamala won, but it was definitely not what we were expecting. And I could go on and on. So many things going on. And, I was watching the debates like everybody else. Well, maybe not like everybody else. I think most people are watching the debates. Either you're supporting Trump, or you're supporting Momala, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody is, I think a lot of people out there, many people have already picked their side, picked their team, and they're just rooting for their team. Like I'm going to be rooting for the Dolphins. Tonight, we're playing the Buffalo Bills. So I'm on the Miami Dolphins team. Okay? Some people are going to be watching the game, and they're going to be rooting for the Buffalo Bills. Okay? So some people will cheer for the Dolphins, some cheer for the Buffalo Bills, and others that are just fans of football, they're going to be watching the game and cheering for the best game possible. So that's my perspective. When I'm watching the debates or when I'm seeing the political situation in the USA at the moment, I'm watching it more from an outsider's perspective, okay? I don't have a dog in the race, okay? I'm not cheering for either team, okay? Because my team is not even in the race. And but I'm watching it like from an outside perspective, like I'm a fan of what's going on, which is, some people watch the Kardashians, some people want to watch WWF wrestling. Politics is something I enjoy sometimes. It's gotten a little weird in the last several years, but the point I'm making is that I was watching the whole debate from an outside perspective. And so as I'm watching the debate, with some friends, we're having some drinks, doing some libations, whatever. I started to think, think about the situation a little bit more because, when I was watching the debates, I was actually expecting, what I saw from the Mexican debates, because again, I don't know if you can notice, I have a Mexican flag behind me. I'm an American that lives in Mexico at the moment. And, when I was watching the Mexican debates, it was pretty interesting because they were all talking about, the issues. It was all about the issues, and it was all kinds of issues. And from time to time, they would talk about a certain issue with a certain candidate, and they would flop it. They would fumble the ball, whatever. But for the most part, everybody was having a good discussion about, many of the, issues that were very important in Mexico. So me, like a dumbass, I was expecting something similar out of this debate with Trump and Kamala, only to quickly find out and realize, oh no, this is not like that at all. They're not discussing the issues. In fact, there are no issues to be discussed. All they're doing is throwing shit at each other, throwing pots and pans at each other. Basically, looks like a nasty divorce, okay? As if, they're basically, like a couple, okay? A married couple that have had enough of each other and they're just now fighting all the time. Okay. And that's what it looked to me like. And obviously we know they're not married. We know they're not together. We know all that. But that's what it looked like to me. And so I was like, man, this is pretty interesting. This is not what I was expecting out of this. I know for a lot of us out there in the audience, a lot of us have also been kind of, hearing the rhetoric for a while now. All right, that the U.S. is going into a civil war, or that we are in the middle of a civil war, or that this election is going to trigger a civil war. And a lot of us have, been kind of hearing that for a while. Depending on what you listen to, depending on how long you've been listening to it. This is some rhetoric that I've been listening to for years now. So obviously, civil war, that's something that's kind of like in our brains. But then going back to the debate, watching that, it made me realize, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, by the way, sorry. I sped up there. But yeah, so we're all thinking civil war. And then many pundits, many people out there that talk about these things, they were also saying, okay, it might not be a civil war, but what a lot of people are asking for or wanting is an amicable divorce. Okay, basically, again, a separation. Okay, so no civil war. Can we just separate? And each state, like the states that want Trump or the conservative values go on one side, and then the states that go on the left the other side, or everybody free for all, whatever. But people were saying, okay, maybe no civil war. Let's do an amicable separation, divorce, whatever. And so then again, watching the debates, I was like, and then seeing them fight like mom and dad and that whole thing. And I was like, And it made me think, and I go, wait a minute. I think what's actually happening is that we're not getting a traditional civil war. We're not getting a separation. We're not necessarily getting a divorce like a lot of people were thinking. Again, thinking divorce was going to equal civil war. No, I think what we're getting is that basically, again, we're seeing, the two candidates right now, okay? And they are acting like mom and dad. And now, again, mom and dad, mom represents the Democrats. Dad represents the Republicans. They're married, and now they're about to get a divorce. Okay? And now the people, you, the voters, have to decide who you're going with. Are you going with mom or you're going with dad? You know that it doesn't matter who the fuck you're going with, it's not going to be good. Okay? Because again, there's a divorce and everything that comes with all that. Okay? But Americans, there's not going to be a civil war. There's not going to be anything like that. It's more like the people are complacent and the people are just giving up and the people are just basically, okay, who are we going to go with? Mom or dad? Mom or dad? All right? And I think that's what we're looking at here. And why am I saying this? Look, when it was Biden and Trump, I didn't look at it like that. When I saw Biden and Trump, I just saw two old men, fighting. You know what I mean? Just like, you remember the movie Grumpy Old Men? Whatever. And then we were just going to be stuck with one of the grumpy old men. Whatever. Or a senile old man, Weekend at Bernie's. And, what was, you guys remember King of the Hill? And the dad, of the King of the Hill, the short guy, Anyways, okay. So either that guy or Weekend at Bernie's, that's what we were stuck with. But then Weekend at Bernie's checked out. They put in Kamala. Everybody thought, okay, well, whatever. She's going to be terrible, worse. No one's going to want her. But then, kind of like what they're building up behind her is they're building up this whole platform of mama. She's going to be mom. She's going to be here to just kind of take care of that. And everything that kind of connotates that. Whether, she's just, poor single mom, trying to do her best. And again, you can't blame her for things not working out because, again, she's a poor single mom, no help, no nothing, whatever. So they're playing that. Or they're playing the other card of mom, drunk mom. She's drunk mom. And there's a lot of drunk moms out there. There's a lot of housewives out there. There's a lot of regular, just normal moms out there that drink their wine throughout the day. So like she's just appealing to that. And there's a lot of people out there with mommy issues. A lot of people, like I said, right now we're going into some difficult times. So there's a lot of men and women in the USA that want to fight, the battle. They want to better the USA. They want things to go good. So they'll go with dad because dad is here to work. Dad is here to let's get shit done. Dad is here to, okay, no more benefits, no more this. You're gonna earn your way. You're gonna have to build your way. We're gonna have to deal with the difficult things that you don't want to deal with. Like again, you're running, you fall, you scrape your knee. Dad is gonna tell you to get up, right? Brush it off, walk it off. Maybe clean it with some water, and you're good to go. And mom. Okay, when you fall and scrape your knee, mom is going to be like, oh, no, come over here. Here, let me take care of you. Let me mommy you. Let me let me take care of you, okay? No more running. We're going to clean the wound. We're going to cure the wound. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. Would you like a hamburger? Would you like a chicken nugget? Oh, who's my brave little boy? Who's my... And again, if you're with dad and you scrape your knee, he's going to be like, all right, don't cry. You got to be a man. You got to do this. You got to whatever. So that's what I'm saying. The U.S. right now is very split, but it's split in that sense, okay? Where some people, they do want to get to work. They do want to fix the country. They do want to, make everything better again. So they'll go down, and then they know they got to sacrifice, and they know they got to do all this shit. So they're going to go down the Trump route. And then the other people that don't want any of that, they don't want to feel they don't want to feel uncomfortable. They want things to be as comfortable as possible. They already have a hard enough life as it is. They want things to be easy. They know things are not going to be easy, but hey, you know what I mean? If they got to choose between one or the other, and one is going to force them to do more, and then the other one is mama, is going to be like, oh no, don't worry. I know you're trying your best. I know you're doing your best. You're doing whatever. How can I help you? Whatever. I'm here. Let me listen to you. I'll listen to you. I'm not going to help you, but I'll listen to you. Da 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 da. Oh, we're going to bring everything nice and calm. We're not going to go to, we're not going to have, we're going to bring all these crises, to a calm. I'm here. See, I'm more cool, calm, collected. You got nothing to worry about. I know you got a lot of bills. I know inflation sucks. I know you got the kids. I know school. I know what. I got it. Don't worry about it. Okay? And again, we know what they stand for and what she stands for. That's not the point. I'm just trying to tell you what I see, how they're trying to sell it to the American people. And then Trump, He's representing, the basically, what a lot of people know they need to do. Whether they're going to do it or not, that's another story. Okay? So I think that's a big part of it. I don't think a lot of people are considering that or thinking about that. But in my opinion, I think that we're kind of like, that's the choice. Now, there's more to be said to that. I'm just trying to lay the groundwork to what I'm going to be talking about today here. But I think it's all going to boil down to that. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of Americans that are fed up with everything, and they're going to vote for Trump no matter what. There's a lot of people that, again, they believe what they believe, and they are also fed up, but they don't want to give up anything that they have. They want more, so they're going to vote for, Kamala. All right? And then there's everybody in between. And the people in between, those are the ones that are really, again, it's always the same shit every election for the most part. The people in between, the undecided voter, that's who is going to decide the election like always. And so, for example, the October surprise that you always hear about. So I think that this year, this election cycle, the October surprise, whatever that is, we don't know, it's a surprise. Whenever that surprise, whatever that surprise is, that is what is going to steer people into the arms of mom or dad. Okay? And by the way, I'm saying Daddy Trump, Dad Trump, but really he's more like Grandpa Trump at this point. He was more like Dad in 2016. By this point, he's already like Grandpa Trump. Borderline racist, angry Trump. Borderline racist, angry old man. Okay? And it's not the same Trump, okay? But that's not the point I'm making. But anyways, it's between mom and dad, mom and grandpa, really. But what I was going to say was, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So when the October surprise happens, depending on what that surprise is, that's going to determine how the people are going to vote. Because, again, the surprise, okay? When the surprise happens, okay, whenever that... what is it, like false flag, black swan, whatever you want to call it, whenever that happens, October surprise, whatever that happens, what's going to happen is that the American people are going to be emotionally affected, okay? And depending on the emotions that are being set, into place there, depending on the emotions that are, being let out by the people because of the surprise, some people are going to want mom to save them, and some people are going to want dad to save them. Some people are going to want mom to lead the way. Some people are going to want dad to lead the way. Okay? And it's just like everything else. Look, let's say that, you're getting picked at by a bully in school. Okay? If you have a big brother or your dad, it's pretty cool, you would like dad or your big brother to show up. Or if you don't got neither, then you don't want anybody to show up. But the last thing you want is for mom to come save you from the bully. Correct? Same thing as like if you're running and you scrape your knee. You get what I'm saying? Some people are going to want mommy to come and save the day. All right? And some people are going to want dad to be there. You get what I'm saying? Most likely, people are going to want mom because at that point, oh, my knee hurts, oh, my this, and, they want mommy to take care of it. You're getting sick, you want mommy to take care of you. So I think that's really what's going to be. I think that's where we're going to, what the decision that most people are going to have to make is that who do they want? And that's why I think that the October surprise, just like every one of these events, any one of these things that always happens, that surprise, that thing, that event, okay, is going to emotionally charge people one way or the other. And that's what's going to allow, for one person to get voted in. Look, for example, you guys remember back in September 11th of 2001. Before that, in the elections of 2000, okay, remember, November of the year 2000. Okay, November of the year 2000. The election was Al Gore versus George Bush Jr. Okay, and who won? Again, It was a long contested election that eventually Bush won. But even though Bush won, and it took a while, for Florida to count the votes or whatever the fuck happened. I know, as a Floridian, I'm still embarrassed about that, but it doesn't fucking matter, In retrospect, I'm glad Al Gore was not president, okay? The point is that back then, I was supporting Al Gore. I was a fucking 18-year-old punk, 19-year-old punk, and I thought that, yes, the ice polar caps are going to melt or whatever the fuck he was saying, all right? But look, I digress. Bush got elected, all right? And many people were very anti-Bush and didn't like Bush, but it wasn't until 9/11 that as soon as 9/11 happened, all of a sudden, the whole country, like overnight, became patriotic. Overnight, they wanted to go fucking drop some bombs on some fucking, some people out there in the Middle East or whatever it was, okay? And even someone like me, ultra left, back then, and very, idealistically captured because I was a young kid in the 90s, growing up around all that. Immediately, I turned into a fucking war hawk, all right? Again, as the years went on, I moved away from that stance. But at that moment, very American, very patriotic, rah, 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 USA, team, whatever. So we don't know what event is going to come, okay? Depending on the event will depend on who the people are going to rally around, okay? If we get another like 9/11 type fucking monster shock, listen, no one's going to want Kamala in there, okay? Everyone's going to want fucking Trump in there. Think about it, okay? And then vice versa, you know what I mean? If it's some other kind of event, let's say some other kind of catastrophe, maybe it's some giant, fucking natural disaster or who knows what the fuck happens. Well, maybe people will want Kamala in there because she's going to be mom, okay? And act like mom. So, again, I don't know. There's so many variables to this, okay? So that's the thing. That's what I kind of think is going to happen, you know what I mean? I think that, right now, you know what I mean? The U.S. is in the middle of a divorce. And, again, you can even see Momala, Momala, Harris or whatever the fuck, that, now she is basically copying a lot of the same positions as Trump. And Trump is taking on a lot of the positions that were unfavorable at one point, because they were too leftist. And now, he's taking credit for that. So it's like basically they're really just turning into that uniparty right in front of your eyes. Okay? Even though it's been, it's always been a uniparty, but they're really turning into a uniparty right in front of your eyes. So that way, when that divorce happens, okay, you're basically going with mom or dad, but it's still the same family, still the same shit. Nothing's going to really change too much, okay? So, again, Trump wants to only go to war with China and support Israel. The Democrats, they want to go to war with Russia. They want to, they want to keep sending things to Israel, and they want to go to war with China, and they want to go to war with whoever the fuck else. Okay, so this is one example. Okay, and again, depending on what topic we're discussing here, one is on the other extreme as the other, but now they're getting closer together towards the middle. Basically it's more like, again, Trump supports certain issues that are, more supported heavily by this set of corporations. And then same thing with Kamala. She's set with this group of corporations, okay? Whatever. But at the end of the day, they all work, for the same bird, two different wings, the right wing, the left wing, same bird, okay? And part of that bird, is things like Google, Facebook, Amazon. I could go on and on. Okay? So you got to remember that too. Okay? That these companies, they rule. They have a lot of influence on our own politics, on what's going on in the world right now. These companies, okay, again, doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, you're using Google, you're using Gmail, you're using Google Drive, you're using YouTube, you're using all kinds of shit. Okay? All over the world. There's no alternative. I think Russia has a little bit of an alternative, some whatever, and I think China has their, China definitely has their alternative, but that's it. Okay, and not many people outside of Russia use their alternative, and nobody outside of China really uses their alternative. But everybody uses YouTube, everybody uses Google, everybody uses Gmail, everybody uses whatever, and that's just one fucking company. Okay, so don't forget that. Okay, the U.S. Okay, and their corporations rule the fucking world, and it really doesn't fucking matter who the president is. Okay, because all they are, they're just the PR department, okay? The PR representatives for the country. That's all they are, okay? They are told what to do, all right? It's always been the same. And those that fall out of line, they either get back in line very quickly or they're gone. They gone, all right? Anyway, so... All right, you know what? Let me ask you guys in the chat. Let me see. I'll start a poll. Okay? Because I want to ask you guys a question. Who are you voting for? Mom or dad? All right, who are you voting for? You know what? I should have added another. Hold on. Sorry. Let me do another poll real quick. Let me play a little music in the background. Hold on.
I'm not fucking leaving. You know what? I'm not fucking leaving.
Who are you voting for?
The show goes on.
Or none of the above?
They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here. They're gonna need to send in the National Guard of fucking SWAT team. They ain't going nowhere.
All right. So anyways, guys, to me, honestly, look, it's a complicated issue. I really don't care who gets elected. I'm voting for nobody, but for me, if Trump gets in, I think it'll be great for the lows. If Kamala gets in, it's going to be great for the empire. It all just depends, on how you look at it. But to me, I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like I don't live there. I don't really. I keep tabs on it. And I'm interested in it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who gets in or who's elected or who whatever. There's so many other factions that are so much more powerful. Okay, that are basically the ones that are running the show. The entities that we don't even know who they are. All right. And that's just the truth. So, see, okay, it seems like we got 6 votes, 3 votes for dad, 3 votes for none of the above, and no votes for mom. No, nobody wants to vote for mom.
Bruh.
Yeah, and to me, that's another thing too. It's like, even if she wins, did people really vote her in or not? So that's another question we got to ask, but it is what it is. That is fucking hilarious. Anyways, all right. Let me read some comments here. See what you guys are saying. Kamala had an earpiece. Sure, yeah, sure. Like, why not? Like, I wouldn't put it past them, maybe that's why she sounded so good, So, and, when it comes to Trump, maybe Trump should have listened a little bit more to his advisors, or maybe had, something similar, to help guide him through, So, Momala definitely did better than expected. At first, I thought Trump was going to win, says Jimmy G. He doesn't seem to have the same charisma now. Kamala's probably going to win. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's one thing I noticed. If Trump from 2016, which is what the Trump that we thought was going to show up, if he was the one that showed up, oh yeah, he would have fucking destroyed her. But the Trump that showed up is 8 years later Trump. You know, Trump from 2024. He's, how old is he now? 77 or 70, God knows what. He's tired as fuck, okay, because he's going from, you know, all these rallies, okay? You know, he's going from rally to rally to rally. He's nonstop. He doesn't quit. He's already been believing the hype for how many years? So now he turns everything on him. It's like, oh, I got the best rallies. I got the best this. I got the best that. Instead of talking about the issues that people cared about, and now he's just, you know, turning into the same. I mean, he's turning into the stereotype of himself, turning into the meme of himself. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it was just surprising to see, you know, Trump so tired and weak and sounding like me after, you know, one too many beers. So yeah, it was interesting, that's for sure. Oh, I lost where I was. Anyways, all right, let me just go to the bottom here. Harley says, "Hey everyone, Jose needs to update his camera." Oh, what are you're saying? You don't like my camera? Oh, why don't we all pitch in? Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm the worst. Bruh. Thank you, Harley Quinn. I appreciate that. No, I mean, look, I appreciate that. It'd be very nice, you know, if I can get a brand new, you know, camera. But I mean, I'm not interested in buying the new GoPro right now. I'm waiting a little bit. I do want to get the new GoPro. Okay, we're talking about, you know, GoPro from my other channel. I got the GoPro 11 right now. Here, let me show you some of the batteries. Look how, I don't know, maybe you can't really tell, but it's like they're super inflated. You know? It doesn't even fit into the thing anymore. It doesn't even fit into the camera. It's like inflated. No, I don't think you can. It's hard to tell. Oh, there you go. See, like a bump right there? Anyways, so and then this one too. So I replaced the batteries and whatever. You know, I'm making do for now. But at some point they're gonna lower the price of the GoPro 13. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for like at least a little bit longer for the price to go down and for people to, you know, get more of the first generation, you know, GoPro 13s and then eventually get that one. But yeah, you know what I mean? It'd be great if you guys, you know, want to, you know, start a birthday fund, the GoPro Jose birthday fund. That'd be awesome, but no need. Much appreciated though. Thank you. Next week, we're going to be celebrating my birthday on the channel. Okay, so for anyone that's, you know, looking forward to that, my birthday is next week. You know, and so next week, you know, we'll be celebrating here live, all right, and we'll go from there. I'm almost, let me see, on this channel, we're getting close to getting monetized, so not yet. You know, again, you can go to my website, and if you want to, you know, help out with anything, you can, you know, just do it through there, and let me know, and I'll let you know that I got the notification. But right now, look, I need 230. Okay, right now I have I got 2,373 public watch hours. I need 3,000. So basically, I need 620 something hours. All right. So by the end of the year, within a few weeks, I should be monetized on the channel. But just the first level of monetization, meaning that I can do like super chats and I can sell you my t-shirts, you know? So here, you guys want to see all my t-shirts? So you know, you can go to my website all the way at the top. Right next to Digital Nomads. Anyways, whatever. Anyway, so look right there. See, you got t-shirts. So I'll be able to sell that on the channel. Whatever. All right. So let me see. Oh, okay, let me see the poll. All right, so we got 7 votes, okay, and we got 57%. So I'm guessing 4 votes for dad and 3 votes for none of the above and 0 votes for mom. Hey, nobody wants drunk mom in there, huh? Some of us may be afraid to say who they're voting for. Why? You know, this is a safe space. Don't worry. You can say whatever you want. You don't have to be afraid. Don't worry about it. So to me, I mean, I don't know. It's just very interesting to kind of see how it's all playing out. I mean, I know. Look, again, most of you guys should know this, that how it works. How the system works. If the people need a hero, the system, the machine will provide a hero for the people. If the people need a villain, the machine, the system will create a villain for the people. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Okay? Don't forget that. So right now, everything so what Trump became, Trump was the hero. Just like Obama was the hero. Just like Clinton, the original, Bill was the hero. And in this case, when it came to Trump, you know what I mean? Like the enemy, okay, were the Democrats. The enemy, were what they were, the people that were trying to hurt him. They were trying to vilify him and create him into a martyr, okay, by dragging him through the mud, taking him to jail, all the bogus whatever. Because again, they were trying to just basically remind the American people that you better keep it in mind. You better sorry. They were just trying to remind the American people, you better stay in line because you are no bigger than anybody out there. Because look at what we can do to Trump, what we can do to the president, what makes you think we can't do it to you? All right. So that's it. So they're making him the martyr. Okay. Everything that they've done to him is just to make him the martyr, because again, the American people, most of them know that could be them. Okay. So they're doing it to him to remind the people that they can not only do it to him, but they can do it to you. And on top of that, again, to make him, again, likable, give the hero to the people, the hero that the people need. And the enemy that the people need. Because remember, the people that hate Trump, he is being supplied. Okay? Everything is created. Okay? Orange man bad. Trump is, gonna, what is it? Be a dictator, tyranny, whatever. Which again, he could have done when he was president. Why didn't he? So the fact that people still believe that is pretty funny. Whatever. But who cares? And again, and then the Democrats are actually, again, I come from communism. My parents come from communism. So I know a thing or two about that. So then I see the Democrats doing that, and, they gaslight you into thinking that they're not doing it. So it's like, and that's it. The reality is that's kind of like what we're seeing right now. It's just that, like what we saw in the debate. They were just gaslighting each other. They were just like a divorced couple, or a couple that's about to get divorced, going back and forth, and that's it. So, and, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like that's the funny thing, because it's like, if it actually mattered, if it really mattered, okay, that we actually, not mattered, I'm sorry, if we actually had a vote, if we actually had power as people, we would not allow, for us, we would not allow for them to give us, the shitty candidates they give us. Because again, there's so many good candidates out there that have basically been eliminated from running. Whether it's Tulsi Gabbard, whether it's RFK, whether it's, name your candidate there. Okay. Vivek, who else? I know there's some Democrats out there. Well, I named two Democrats. Tulsi was a Democrat and RFK is a Democrat. Vivek is a Republican. Who else? There's a bunch of people out there. But long story short, there's a lot of people, okay, out there that are more capable than the people that they gave us, which was Trump, which was Biden, which was now Kamala. I mean, come on. Are you fucking kidding me now? So that's really the problem. The thing is that, people still think, that this really fucking matters. You know what I mean? When it doesn't. It just doesn't. And the thing is that, like, look, it does matter. It does, the system works, but the thing is that they twist it to the point where it doesn't work. So that's why they choose the candidates for you, and they choose who's going to win for you, okay, in one shape, form, or another, instead of actually giving you the choice to pick somebody. Because if right now, you know, we had RFK, we had Tulsi, we had Vivek, we had, please name your favorite candidate in the chat, okay? Name your favorite candidate in the chat. You know, we had like a large pool of candidates like every other country does, or Biden or Kamala or whatever, because there'd be like so many others actually, you know, debating and fighting over this. Again, just 8 years ago, or maybe even last election, we actually had debates. But I know 8 years ago we did. I know people probably forgot about this, but it was always like that, where, you know, you had a bunch of Republicans debating and a bunch of Democrats debating, and they're all, you know, fighting for that nomination. We don't even see that this year, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. You know, to me, it's, you know, we're far gone. You know, the U.S. is very far gone. And the people need to take the power back. But are they going to take the power back? No, they're not. The people are complacent, you know? And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, that's kind of like the situation that we're in. And so, you know, we got to pick between shit sandwich and douchebag. You know, like this famous South Park episode, all right? They're giving us a shit sandwich, you know, and a douche, you know, to choose from. You know, that's not much of a choice. That's not much of a, look forward to. And that's it. You know, that's kind of like, you know, there's so many things involved, because it's like, you know, there's no reason. And look, and even right now, I mean, you know, how people don't see what's going on right now, where you're seeing all these people that are traditionally at one point aligned with the Democrats, and now they are, you know, for example, look at, again, Tulsi and RFK and others that were Democrats, even Trump, and now they're on the Republican side. And how many people that were hardcore Republicans, like Dick Cheney? I mean, fuck. You know what I mean? You can't get any more hardcore Republican than that. And now he is there giving his support to fucking, Camel Toe Harris. It's like, what the fuck is going on out here? People just cannot register what's going on. We're living in a world that is meant to make you go crazy. If you feel crazy, that means the system is working. Okay? It's making you crazy. It's making everybody crazy. Okay? That even these things that are right in front of your face, staring you right in the fucking, right at you, and people still cannot register. They're just like fucking, you know, blue screen of death. It's like the whole fucking thing is just frozen. Like, what the fuck, man? You know? And like a deer in the headlights. You know? All right, I need to take a 2-second break. I'm going to stay here, okay? Hold on, let me put a little music on. I got to take a breather. losing my breath here. Hey, leave some comments. Give me things to interact with, all right? Please. All right, I'm playing a little 2-second music here. I know I started very late today, and we got like 20 minutes to go, and I gotta get ready for the Dolphins game coming up.
What am I gonna do?
So you guys ready? Huh? You guys ready? All right, let me see. You guys all excited for... Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Whew. Been busy today. Very busy today. All right. But anyway, so what do you guys think about everything I just said there, huh? What are your 2 cents? What's your opinion? Man, there was something I was going to play, and I forgot where it was. I had it queued up, and then it's like, man, I was gonna play something for you guys here. But either way, man, where was it? It was some like funny clip. Anyways, yeah, my apologies. Sorry, I can't. Anyways. Yeah, I'm losing you guys. You see, that's why you gotta like continue talking and talking and talking and talking, and it can get very exhausting, you know. Because the minute you start waning, start losing, all of a sudden, everybody starts leaving. And again, how can you blame them? You know, I'm here just basically radio silence. Yeah, I can't find it. It was something I wanted to show you guys. Whatever. It's fine. It's no big deal. Not that important. Oof. Yeah, it's also very hot out here, and my fan broke. Man, everything from China sucks, man. Everything. Look, here, I'll show you real quick my frustrations. So look, I bought this fan. This is brand new. All right. And you guys have probably seen it. I used to have it behind me. So, you know, that would help, you know, with the air circulation, especially being so hot and humid. And so that fan, you know, I bought it just like a few months ago. Like, let me see. Hold on. When did I get back from Guadalajara? By the way, thanks for hitting the thumbs ups. Like in May. Okay, so May, June, July, August. 4 months. 4 months. All right? So 4 full months, okay? 4 full months, and it died. It just fucking died on me, man. What a fucking piece of shit. And it's funny because as I was like, and then I tried to fix it, and I realized, it's going to cost more to fucking fix it than to just buy another one. So fucking trash, man. So trash. Aye. How is the surf? I don't know. We don't surf out here, you know. Surfing is on the Pacific coast, not really on the Caribbean side of things. So, I don't know. I never surfed. I just lay there like a beach whale. That's my move. I'm just like a beach whale, you know. Bruh. Yeah, you know, I know, I agree. Everything's made in China, but again, more and more these days. Again, being in Mexico, you get to see more of it, but there's a lot of things made in Mexico, and that's it. You know what I mean? If I can avoid it, I'm going to try to not buy anything from China. Not everything from China sucks. They still make good products. Certain things they make really good, but other things are just the worst. The worst. So, you know, the cheaper the product, the worse it is. You know, so like a fan, you know, it's a higher chance that something like that is going to break. Where back in the day, one of those fans would last like fucking 10 years. Now that shit don't want to even last like 4 months. But certain things like electronics or whatever, you know, they make good phones. They make good drones. You know, they make good, you know, camera equipment. They make good things. You know, they still make good things over there. But, not, I mean, you know, you got to remember, you know, China's supplying everything for everybody. And, you know, in order for them to give you the cheapest product, they got to make it the cheapest way. And the thing is, it's like a lot of people don't get this, you know, but like the wages are actually higher in China than in many countries these days. You know, China used to have the lowest wages, but now, you know, they got pretty, you know, middle class wages. So, you know, they got to use slaves. They got to use, you know, other means of production. They got to cut back on other, you know, things. And, you know, they're going through their own kind of struggles over there. And so that's why, you know, things from China just are beyond terrible. Because, again, you know, things from China were not always horrible. You know what I mean? They've always kind of been not the best. But, you know, 10 years ago, they weren't this bad. Now it seems like anything from China is trash, you know, so... Yeah, a lot of things have changed, you know, around the world, not just here, not just there, not just every, you know, so a lot of things have kind of, you know, going on around everywhere. So it is pretty interesting, though, you know what I mean? Just that, like, now so many things break. And so it's very hard to find anything that works good. whether it's the government, or a fucking fan. You know what I mean? It's just terrible. I mean, I've had my car, basically inactive because I've already, got tired of wasting money on it because, again, every time I change a part on the truck, it seems like it breaks. Because I change a part on the truck thinking it's going to fix it. And then, by the time I go full circle and figure it out, oh, the part that I fucking replaced was faulty to begin with. And it's just like, oh, God, it's just so frustrating. So, yeah, it's no bueno out there all around. But, hey, it is what it is. We got a few more votes in. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we got a few more votes in. So hopefully you guys are voting out there. So who are you voting for out there? Okay, so we got 11 votes so far, and 9% say mom, 36%. Oh no, hold on. Look at that. We got more votes coming in. It might be a troll out there. Shout out to you. Or not. But anyways, so we got 12 votes and 17% voting for mom. 33% voting for dad, and 50% none of the above. Seems to be getting closer and closer, though. I wonder who's voting for mom. I wonder who's voting for Trump. Well, I know who's voting for Trump. I know lovely Dreamcatcher is. So, it's like, you have to get a good mechanic, bro. Listen, I know I got to get a good mechanic. There are no good mechanics, okay? And I've already basically gone through multiple mechanics, and it's another thing too. People don't know how to work on older cars either, and it's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole thing. It's a thing that's affecting the whole industry. I had no idea. That was so bad. New cars suck. Old cars suck. All cars suck. And it's not just the cars. It's the parts. Even if you get a good mechanic. I mean, again, think about it. You know what I mean? Even if you have a good mechanic and you replace a part and that part is broken, and then you replace it again and it's broken again, and you replace it again and it's broken again. I mean, it's not the mechanic. It has nothing to do with the fucking mechanic at that point. And that's the thing too. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, at least I get saved a little bit because I'm able to find old parts from an old truck, and that will last, long. Where if I buy a new part, it's fucking wasting money, basically, But yeah, no. I mean, even fucking like disc brakes, that are unbreakable. Even those things are breaking. It's just. But yeah, but that's the thing, though. It's a lot of it has to do with the replacement part industry, and a lot of the replacement part industry is coming from China. And, a lot of people, they're relying on China for these replacement parts. And the replacement parts for cars, for everything. And they're making trash. And it's all part of the plan, too. Because they don't want you to, it's all part of the out of control capitalism. They don't want you to repair the product that you bought. They want you to buy a new one. And this. You see it everywhere. Okay? Even phones. Remember back in the day, you used to be able to have a phone and it would last forever. Because, again, a lot of times what breaks with these phones is the battery. Battery just dies. Just like these fucking batteries that just died on me. These GoPro batteries, Same shit. So, back in the day, you used to be able to just replace the battery and keep the phone going. But nowadays, you can't do that no more. Now the batteries are soldered on. They're glued into the phone. First of all, because they're spying on you. And they want to make sure the phone never turns off. But number two is you can buy a new phone. And the same thing goes with everything. They just want you to buy a new whatever. So. Oh, I am still unleashing. I'm going to be unleashing till... the cows come home. So, yes, right. So yeah, this is a lot going on. It is what it is, and then sometimes, look, my truck is great. I love my truck, but the reality is that when I bought it, I thought I bit off more than I could chew. So I thought I was going to be able to do more. Yeah, I got to get going soon. I'm sorry. I hear, hold on a second. Let me anyways, but I bought off more. I bit off more than I can chew. I thought that I was going to be able to do. Hold on a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I thought I was going to be able to do more with the truck, and then I found out that I wasn't. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Because I'm waiting on something. Hold on.
I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. This is my home. They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here.
Okay. Nah, it's false alarm. But I do gotta get going soon. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's yeah, I bit off more than I could chew with the truck, and I thought I was gonna be able to do more on my own with the truck, and only to find out that I couldn't. So it's still a great truck. If again, I'm trying to sell the truck, trying to give it to somebody that will appreciate the truck. It's like a classic car. A lot of people in Mexico love that style of car. Kind of like the VW Bug is like a big thing out here. So is that car. So is that truck. But yeah, give it to somebody that can actually work on it. That can actually, bring it up to spec like I was trying to, and really appreciate it and use it. So again, the truck is great, and it sucks I had to get rid of it, but it is what it is. I bought the truck, as in like apocalypse-proof truck. That, hey, no matter what happens, I'm going to be able to, keep this thing going for forever. Only to find out that not really, not so much, And again, it's just because of my lack of knowledge. And like I tried, and I've learned a lot. Since I've had the truck, working on it and all that shit. But, again, I just realized, sometimes you just got to, know your limits. And I just realized that I bit off more than I could chew, and it was just like, it's time to, time to go, time to cut my losses, because at this point I can't afford, to keep investing in it. I don't have the time. Again, I cannot afford the time. I cannot afford the money. I cannot afford the heartache and the headache and everything. If I was in a different point in my life, I would probably, keep it and keep working on it and all this other stuff. But at this point, it's just like, it is what it is. So, yeah, I got a 1988 Dodge Ram Charger. All right, a fucking V8 with a carburetor. All right. So that's another thing too. It wastes a lot of gas. It's just like I said, it's fun. It was fun to have. I enjoy it. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, we got priorities that we got to take care of. So it is what it is. But I think that's it, though. You know what I mean? I think we're going to wrap this bad boy up. It seems like the majority of you guys are split, 21% mom, 29% dad, but 50%, which is what I've, have been thinking throughout this whole time, are not even participating at all. None of the above, right? You're voting for none of the above. And that's who I'm voting for. And, just watching the show. That's all it is right now. So. Let me see. Joker's Wild says, give it all up for a good pair of walking shoes. Most people won't be able to afford a gasoline insurance. Well, I live in Mexico, so we're living in a different world out here. But yeah, for the longest time, I've only relied on my Chevrolets or my bicycle. And, when I got that truck, it was more like an upgrade, to what I already had. Again, my bike, my legs. But, at the end of the day, I barely use it, and, I've already gotten accustomed, after so many years of living without a car, living without a, transportation, and that freedom that you get from not having to, have to pay for all that shit. and that you can just, hop on the bus, hop on the train, take an Uber, whatever. And out here in Mexico, it's very easy to do all that, or walk or bike anywhere, So I've already gotten used to that. And I gotten away from that a little bit with the truck, and I'm like, all right, I gotta, focus, all right? Focus more on my health and all these other things that are more important. So, time to get rid of the truck. But anyways, with that being said, just as I'm about to, put an end to the show, I see a gazillion people show up, but I really got to go. So, look, guys, I really appreciate it. I know some of you guys just joined the show right now, a couple seconds ago, but I really got to get going because it's getting late, and I appreciate you guys. So please just go back, rewind. Hopefully you enjoy the show. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Next week, we're going to be celebrating my birthday right here. All of us, okay? So please, I hope to see you guys here next Thursday. We're going to be celebrating my birthday here. And you guys already know the deal. I got my other channel. So again, if you guys want to see, more of my content, come join me on my, other channel. Got a new video coming up every Sunday. Got a video every Thursday. And all that stuff, okay? So I'm over there more than I'm over here. And we got all kinds of stuff on deck for the future. So anyways, all right, guys, you already know the deal. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You already know the deal. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please the bell icon, but more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Love you. See you guys here next week, and have a great, awesome weekend. And I love you, and I'll see you guys later. So bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Later. Hey, guys. How's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. Back to another live stream. Back
100 times?
to another live stream.
200 times? 500 times?
Probably. Who is Jose Arteaga?
Jose Arteaga is a YouTube content creator with several channels focusing on different themes.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Thing sucks.
His main channels include travel vlogs and lifestyle content. On his travel channel, Jose Arteaga Travels.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Additionally, he runs a cooking channel and engages in other personal projects that highlight his diverse interests and expertise. Projects and expertise. Projects and expertise. Projects, project, projects, project, projects, project, projects, project, projects, project, 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 project.